Black women and weaving is a topic that's building up ahead of steam in the YouTube black community. And I think at some point in the very near future, there will be a major and public clash between black men and women over this very issue. Which is why I feel the need to give my take on it, not because I think what I say will add anything new to the debate, but simply because I want to reinforce the stance against weaving that many black men have taken. I don't like weaves. I don't like weaves designed and styled to emulate European hair and hairstyles. First of all, weaving does nothing for the vast majority of black women and only accentuates the very thing they're trying to negate, namely the African characteristics of their facial appearance. What you're usually looking at when facing a black woman with a weave is someone who looks odd. Kind of like looking at a car with a straw roof. It fucks with your mind because it's so incongruous. You know, it just doesn't seem right because it doesn't fit. And the more you see it, the more disagreeable it becomes. I mean, even on black women whose facial characteristics bear closer resemblance to those normally associated with white people, or rather non-black people, a weave still looks odd, and it's just as offensive to my eye. I've asked myself why. Why don't I like weaves? After all, it's just a fashion thing, with no more significance than painting one's nails or wearing lipstick, right? Wrong. Weaving is black women's capitulation to mainstream worship of all things white and European. In other words, they've sold out. They've lost confidence in the beauty of the black woman and in their ability as black women to measure up aesthetically, in terms of beauty that is, against their counterparts from non-black races. It's a textbook case of if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. If you talk to a black woman on a level, as we say in the UK, meaning on a real talk level, they'll admit as much. That they're competing with women whose femininity most men seem to find more appealing than that of black women. And they're right. Most men, including black men, probably do appreciate the femininity of non-black women more than that of black women. Indeed, this is one of those rare instances that black women have correctly diagnosed the problem. Namely, most men don't think black women are feminine enough. And given the choice between the less feminine black woman and the perceived more feminine non-black woman, most men, and this includes black men, would take the latter. And the non-black woman most available to black men are who? White women. Hence the frenzy to imitate whiteness. Black women, of course, tell us that it's all black men's fault, that black women waste hundreds of dollars or pounds a year trying to alter their appearance to make themselves look less black and more white. Well, as I said, black women have identified the problem correctly for once, but as usual they fail to identify the different layers of the problem. Why does long, straight hair, lighter skin make one woman more attractive to a man than another woman? Is it because those attributes are the most celebrated in this culture? Perhaps. But consider this. Black men possess exactly the same ethnic characteristics as black women, and yet our beauty is admired, envied, and even threatening to most other men. Black male beauty is highly competitive and features prominently, if not disproportionately, in any heartthrob top 10. Why? because we don't fake. Our grooming regimes accentuate our ethnic difference from other races rather than downplay them. We cut patterns into our heads, something that works best on black hair. We cornrow it, dreadlock it, shape it, afro it. We work with what nature gave us. The point of that last passage is to prove that blackness or Africanness is not the cause of black women's low rating on the desirability scale. Remember, we're talking about femininity here. And once again, black women are the authors of their own misery. What is it that black women tell us we're supposed to love about black women? Independent black woman, strong black woman, don't need no man black woman, black men ain't shit black woman, men are intimidated black woman, I'm all that black woman. Yeah. Well, if black women are all that, as much as they claim, then how come they complain more than any other woman that they can't find a man? And how come we don't see successful non-black men chasing after and marrying black women? Delusional or what? Anyway, darling, it's nothing to do with white women being more attractive than anybody, because they're not. It's you, black woman. You just can't shut the fuck up and be nice. Alright? When you're doing all your bragging and sloganizing, how come there's no slogan for nice black woman, kind black woman, helpful black woman, loving black woman? How come they're all defiant slogans? You know, keeping people at arm's length type slogans. Joker. I mean, nobody has anything bad to say about Chinese women. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you saw a Chinese woman getting her attitude on, neck rolling, cussing somebody out, fighting in the street, and making a nuisance of herself? I've never seen it personally. When was the last time you saw a black woman misbehaving like that? Every day of my life. Yeah. Lack of femininity is the problem, not lack of whiteness. I'll repeat that. Lack of femininity is the problem, not lack of whiteness, sister. Be a lady. Try that. Try being a lady. Be gentle. Be respectful. Talk audibly but quietly. Maintain your composure even and especially during conflict situations. Right? Allow others to speak. Then you speak. If you cannot reason with somebody, walk away quietly. You see, what you're trying to do is become a beautiful white woman on the outside, rather than just being a beautiful black woman on the outside, and more importantly, on the inside. To do that, you have to love yourself just as you are. And the way to start loving yourself, I think, is to let go. Let go of all the bullshit. Just let it go. You can't change anyone else. And you can't really change your appearance that much. But what you can change is the person that you are. It's up to you to do that. Later.